Okay, welcome to the first Wolf's Dragoons podcast with your host, Wherein Pryde and Steel. Welcome,
Howdy.
Steel.
How's it going?
Good. It's kind of exciting, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Uh,
You want to talk about how we got here?
Yeah. It all started with MechWarrior's Living Legends. Online, awesome game, free, probably the best free game out there. And
You got that right.
yeah. My son Kazi got me involved in it. I fell in love with it, wanted to get better and better, and decided I'd like to start a faction because there were already factions there, like the Clan Jade Falcons, Star Adders. Who else is there? 12th VR, Sea Fox.
Smoke Jaguar, KFC.
Yeah. So I wanted to get recruited. Nobody was recruiting, so I asked everybody if there was a Wolf Dragoons. Apparently there was back in the day, about 10 years ago, and they have all left, so it was open for the grab. I grabbed it, and it went from there. First member, I believe, was Greenleaf. Second member was Viscarin. And then third member is you, our second admin.
Yeah, that's right. And everybody, since then has been a great add to the community, and it's been fun.
What got you into MechWarrior Living Legends?
Oh, like everybody, I saw Tex play it, and he mentioned it was free, and I'm like, I can afford that. So, that's the right price for me, free, and it looked like he was having a lot of fun. So I hopped in and played a couple games, and I was hooked.
Funny thing is, I never heard about Text till I started playing MechWarrior Living Legends. No idea.
Really?
Yeah, huge BattleTech fan when I was a kid, from back in 1988 until I left high school. Back then it was taking off. It was already out through the 80s, but not a lot of it. Tabletop and RPG. From there, life happens. You get lost in life. Played a little bit of MechWarrior 2 when it first came out, then 3, and eventually 4, but no tabletop stuff. And now it's, I don't know, last year in 2021, I got into the game because my son said, Dad, you got to try it. Bugged me. I gave it a shot. Here we are. Never heard about Text until somebody said, oh, you got to watch his podcast. I'm like, oh, okay. So I watched a couple. Very entertaining. Lots of history. Other than that, like you said, free. I couldn't afford MechWarrior 5. Well, not that I couldn't afford it, but my 12-year-old computer didn't want to run it, and I had a lot of problems running MechWarrior Living Legends. But new laptop.
I remember that laptop. Those were fun times. You could hear Mrs. Pryde in the background, and she'd be talking to you something and part of the conversation, and it was a good time.
Yeah.
I mean, our computers might have not been the greatest, but we had fun. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's because I didn't have a computer desk or a place to play, so I was stuck in the living room on the Lazy Boy playing on the little 14-inch monitor, but I had it hooked up to the big 55-inch TV just so I could see, because I'm blind.
Problems of getting older, eh?
It is. It's exciting. Well, talking about getting older, 2 out of the 4 members are above 35, right? Because Viscarin's young, and so is Greenleaf. But you're what 30? Well, you're 40 now, and I'm 47. So
Right.
I mean, lots of diversity, lots of good people, great people in the Dragoons.
Yeah, I'd say we have just looking all over all the members we have now. We have around 20 now, right?
Uh, I think so. Um,
We seem to have a good mix. We have old OGs like us, and then we've got some younger people in the group too. So, you know, um, it's not like it's all old guys who are like, I remember when BattleTech used to get the Urban Mech and you would go and sneak up and
and all they played was the trash can in the city.
trash can in the city. Now that's a movie I want to see.
Yeah, yeah. Oscar the Grouch, famous pilot of the trash can. Um, Speaking of which, I'm going to mention them. When I started the Wolf Dragoons, um, the oldest players that played the game, as far as I know, were Bear and Ouch. Come to know that Bear was 73. Ouch, I'm not sure how old he is. I know he's up there. I think Bear was the oldest. And they were the first two, other than my son, that I wanted to ask to be a Dragoons. I asked them first, and obviously I asked my son, but he's very faithful to the Star Adders. I think he's the last active one right now. Bear and Ouch both respectively declined because it wasn't something they could didn't want to commit to. But there's no commitment here, right? But they said they enjoy playing, and yes, they will jump on when we're on all the time. And they were both good friends, and apparently they did some 3-on-3 stuff tournaments when they had the organized and stuff like that. They became good friends. And sadly, February, it come to find out that Bear passed away, and he was a good dude, a really good dude. And
Yeah, I remember that.
you had the option to play with him, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Played with him quite a bit. He was a good guy. I remember that happened when that happened. Nobody really knew about um, you know um, his illness, and all of a sudden it just came out. And it was a shock, and you know, it's pretty sad. I really miss him.
Yeah, yeah. It is sad. He was good. He was good in the game too. Um, and just nice people, very nice people. Uh, not I say I am a lot because I'm new to this, but yeah, it is very sad. Ouch still plays quite a bit. Had a good talk with him about Bear and about himself, and super nice guy. Lots of kids, lots of grandkids. For some reason, none of them want to play. Those are the days, eh?
Right.
Um,
You're pretty lucky to have a kid that plays, and that wants to play with you the games you like.
yeah, me growing up, and then when he was little, when he was born, a friend of mine got me into playing Mega Mech because it's free, and it is the tabletop version online. Very awesome game. Been around for at least 20 some years, 22 years, I'm assuming, because that's how old my son was when I started. He was just a baby. And awesome game. Great. We played every morning, and then all of a sudden, I was looking for the books for uh, BattleTech, and he pointed me in the right direction. And from that point on, my son started playing MechWarrior 3, Mercenaries, then MechWarrior 4, and from there, it was just awesome. He's a very good pilot, very competitive, knows his stuff, and I'm very proud to be able to play games like this with him. Uh, it's what can you ask for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
So why don't we talk about the 1 year anniversary a little bit? Since we got kind of like our history out of the way and stuff.
Yeah, sure. Exciting, isn't it? 1 year, almost.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's exciting. Like you were saying, I remember when it was just the four of us, and now we've got 20 people. And on Fridays we can expect like 6 to 10 people coming out as dragoons to give the other side a good match.
Yeah, when we started, it was like, we're just the WDs, our tag WD in the game, and they had the CJF tags and the SA tags, and even the Black Highlanders were on there. Is it Blackstone Highlanders?
I think it's just Blackland Highlanders
Oh,
or
okay.
something like that. I don't remember. They have disbanded since then.
There's a few. I see the tag once in a while. I'm not sure if the Django still wears it. Is it the Django? Something like that.
I
Um,
don't think so.
no, there was one on there a couple months ago, and I couldn't remember who it was. Maybe they did take it off. Um, Great guys still. Play a lot with them. I believe Capellan, who is one of our newest, I think he is our newest, Dragoon, that used to play with them, and he got the invite, and very exciting player, super great, nice kid. Um, always comes to the call of the Dragoons to see the server. Um,
Yeah, he is a nice kid.
he's got some skill, eh?
Yeah, he's definitely way better than when we met him. That seems to be the case with everybody we recruited.
Yeah, I think me and you kind of peaked our skill level. We've got guys that are way above us over the 1 year.
Well, when you got your new computer, it definitely helped you quite a bit. Now we used to trade middle going forward. Now you're a little above me in rank.
Sometimes we're both. I think we're still equal. We're equal. We're in the middle of the pack of the points, depending on what the skill levels of the guys come out. I'm no Zorg. You're no Kaz. And neither one of them, I think, are little. Remains to be seen. The Zorg versus Little fight.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that fight. I'm hoping Zorg is going to record it too, so that we can share it with everybody.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't wait. Um, yeah, over the year, and then Christmas came, and we did a recruitment. Remember?
oh yeah, we did a pretty heavy recruitment there. We got exiled in Bar Night, and I think Cass around that time.
Did we? When did Blowtorch come in? About the same time too, eh?
No, I think he was fall or summer. I'm not too sure.
Okay, let me. I got the facts here somewhere. Blowtorch Weasel. Actually, you know what? Ballista Kid is his other name. He's like right after Zorg and Lord Ares. We don't see Lord Ares much, but Lord
It's a
Ares,
shame. He's a
yeah,
nice guy.
yeah, he's good. He likes to, I guess the competitive stuff he likes to do is MechWarrior Online, but I'd like to see him come back. Um, we have people from all over the world too in this 1 year, right?
Right? We have people from Asia and Australia. Do we have any Europeans? I don't think so. Not right now.
No, Brazilian, infrared.
Yeah, that's right. He's from South America.
And you said Australia, so we got a couple of well, we have one guy from there, Campaign 10, and we get a frequent guy hopping in. He's not a Dragoon, but he's great to play with. The Giraffe likes to hang out with us. Mostly North American. And somebody in the Malaysian area, I think it's Exile. Wandering or Exile? Exile Wanderer. Sorry. He's probably going to give me crap for that. Um, yeah, it's
Then
been
we're
great.
the only two Canadians, right?
We are the only two Canadian Dragoons. Uh,
We're hoping
We
to
have an
expand that
honorary
though.
dragoon, Rick Hunter. He's Canadian. He's honorary, not a dragoon, because he is 12th VR, right?
Right.
Uh, Speaking of honorary dragoons, we do have 4 right now, right? Kaze, who helped me start the page. Uh, Baker Bowman, super, super awesome young man. Uh, Very mature, polite. I take his, whatever he says, I take it to heart because I respect his opinion. And Liko, he's the head of the Clan Jade Falcon, and he helped me start the page. And he said to me, when you do your Discord, make it a place where people want to hang out. And here we are today. We got dragoons on a nightly basis in the Wolf Dragoons Discord, just coming in to say hi and hang out. Uh, Within 1 year, can't believe it. It's just amazing, right?
So, what are we doing for our 1 year anniversary?
Um, well, 1 year anniversary. The big one was we were gonna have a big game night, right?
Right. I'm really
Exciting.
looking forward to that. It's going to be awesome.
Um, some podcast, not podcasts, some streaming is going to happen that night. So if you're not a dragoon, or I wouldn't say if you're not a dragoon, but if you're not a MechWarrior Living Legends um, player, you can watch it on the Facebook or YouTube or one of the streaming channels, because I think a few of us are going to stream it from different cockpits. Hopefully, we'll get some people on the other factions or even the general guys to stream it from their point of view on the other side. And then we have the exciting part, right? What's the exciting part, Steel?
We are raising money for OAR, the Autism uh, Research Organization,
Yeah.
or Organization for Autism Research. Yeah, that's right, because it's or not the other way around.
I'm the dyslexic one.
Right.
Yeah, I'm excited. Very excited. Spoke with the fundraiser guy from them. It's not a huge goal. We're hoping that if anybody can donate to the GoFundMe page, all proceeds are going to the OAR, the Organization for Autism Research. We couldn't be more excited about that too. And why don't you say why we picked that one?
Thank you. I was about to ask you the same thing. So we picked OAR because a lot of people in the MechWarrior Living Legends community have autism, and we thought it would be a great way to, celebrate our 1 year anniversary by, helping out people with autism. For example, there is a guy in the community. His kid has autism, so we thought that would be great.
Yeah, and it was the first person we told, right? Because we were so excited, we decided to pick that and went to that person and said, you know what, this is what we're doing. And I got a big thank you for it when they saw the video of the, basically advertising. Please donate, and why we're doing it. Um, Super nice guy, super great kid. Comes online, plays. We're ecstatic. We love it when they show up. Couldn't be more ecstatic. I think we had some Skittles, Skittles, Skittles.
Yes, Skittles.
That's awesome. Yeah, and on top of that, we come to learn that not only in the MechWarrior Living Legends community, there's a lot of people with autism. It's in all games. At your local role playing place. Um, MechWarrior Living Legends, MechWarrior Online, MechWarrior 5, WoW. You know what I mean? Online seems to be a place where people or children with autism don't need a face. They just need they're a voice behind a computer. And some of them don't even talk, right? They're not on Discord. But they can be themselves. Uh, just awesome. All the games I've ever played, I never really thought about it, and here it is.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, you know, uh, it's you don't realize that there is so many functioning people with autism around you. Even online or in your daily life, it really affects a good portion of the population.
Yeah, and as much as we see different people in the community, and um, and they shy away because they have uh, a disability. When they're on the computer, there's no shyness because nobody has to judge them. Nobody sees them. They, it's just they're a mech, or they could be a goblin in WoW, or what's the new game you were playing last night?
Oh, I was trying out EverQuest too.
How is it?
Kaz wanted to go and get some of those childhood memories, and now I've got a level 15 druid and kicking some ass.
Absolutely awesome. On that note, uh, when we say the dragoons have evolved within the year, we don't just play MechWarrior anymore or BattleTech stuff. We have ventured out as a group of great guys into other things. Kaz started a server for us. Go ahead, tell us about it.
Oh, the Minecraft server.
Dragoon
Yeah.
World.
What'd you call it?
Dragoon World.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's called Dragoon World. And yeah, it's a Minecraft server, and we built this big house, and now we're building other stuff. You're building a tower and a giant intercell tree. I'm building a little town so that the interns can be free.
The
And
interns, yep. We call them interns.
well, yeah, that's right. They're unpaid interns, not villagers.
Yeah. You know what the best part is you guys came up with this because for some chill time, right? Um, it,
Yeah, we needed some chill time from Mech Warrior Living Legends. Like any game, you get burnt out on it, and we just wanted to sit back and relax and have some away time, right?
Absolutely, it's the venturing off has been great. Project Reality, we gave it a shot one night. I can't wait to try it again. I have a problem with everybody looking the same because I can't tell whose is who on my own team. The enemy, well, you can tell them because they're all in different colors. But when you and Kaz are talking to me, I'm looking at both of you, wondering who's who, till I can actually see a little name pop up. Very confusing for somebody at my age, I guess.
Yeah, that game is quite a bit harder, and I think it says it right in the name of it, that it's reality based, and they want to get that that realistic shooter in there. I know I struggled quite a bit determining who was who, but you know what, we'll improve on that one too.
Well,
So
I have to say this is quite funny because we get into the game and Kaz like, okay, I'm gonna get a car. I'm gonna come back and pick everybody up. So he starts picking everybody up. Pryde, get in the car. So I get in the car and I'm standing through the little sunroof and I got my gun and I kept flipping through my weapons because I don't know what I'm doing. And I come to a grenade. Oh, that's cool. And then I go back to my gun. And somehow, when we started taking fire and everybody's like, fire back, somehow, even though I had my gun in my hand, I dropped the grenade in the car and blew us all up.
well, that brings us to the requirements to be a dragoon, right? You gotta
Oh,
shoot somebody in the back or TK them. You gotta zero throttle them, and you gotta be a nice person. So,
yeah, that was.
and those are more jokes than anything. But it seems like all of us have done that at one point in time.
Or like on our Minecraft adventure when we were going across the ocean, and I was in the boat with Kaz, and you were in the boat with Campaign.
Uh, yeah, I think it was campaign.
and
at
we're
that
going
point.
across the ocean, and so we jumped out of the boat to see something underneath the water, me and you, and they were still on the boats, and so we go all the
Hello,
way down.
Kaz. How you doing?
Hey, Kaz,
Hi.
We're
introduce
just,
yourself.
we're,
We're doing the podcast.
yeah, good to have you here.
You doing it right now?
Yes,
Yeah, we're
absolutely.
recording.
This is Kaz, everybody. He is the third admin to the group, and actually, we were just talking about the Minecraft adventure we went on, where me and Steel jumped out of the boat, and there were some Aquamen, and they started to attack us, and you kept saying, "Get in the boat! Get in the boat!" So I was trying to get in the boat, and I had my bow out, or my sword out, and I didn't realize I was trying to get in the boat with Steel in campaign, so I kept shooting Steel in the head with my bow, and I'm like, I can't get in the boat, and Steel's yelling, somebody's shooting me in the head.
I think my favorite was when we went to go to the Ender Dragon. Kaz, do you want to tell that story, or should I?
I'll chime in. Go ahead.
Yeah, so anyways, we're fighting the Ender Dragon, and Kaz has got himself a bed, and it's in the end. And for those of you who don't know about Minecraft, when you try to sleep in a bed, it will explode on you in the end. And Kaz goes, "Hey, Pride, sleep in this bed so that you'll respawn here." And of course, Pride, he's new player. He goes, clicks on the bed, and boom, and it just explodes, and everything's like, and we're all laughing and giggling at him, and
I didn't realize it was the bed. Is that all beds do that there?
yeah, all beds in the two dimensions, the Nether and the End, do that. Uh,
I thought he did that on purpose. I thought he made that. He put the
Well,
TNT,
did part of that on purpose.
yeah, he did that on purpose for lulz.
Because all I saw is Kaz running around dropping TNT like little poop, rabbit poop everywhere. TNT, TNT.
Oh, that's another funny thing that happened. He was it him that was pillaring up with the TNT, or was it you?
No, he was.
Yeah, and then you accidentally shot it with a flame arrow and blew him the heck up.
Accidentally shot it.
Well, it wasn't really accidentally. I waited till he got halfway to the top, but it's fun, and that's the Dragoons, right? That's what we've picked up over this last year. Is great people, almost like a family. We pour our hearts out. We talk to each other. Even people that aren't Dragoons, they come into the channel, and we respect them for who they play like, not the screen, not the person behind it, because we don't know. They don't know us. We don't know them behind the screen. It's just the voice, and it's been so awesome. So for the charity, again, we'll get back on topic. We ask if anybody can donate money. We're talking as little as possible. We don't care. Our goal was $5,000, but we don't really care. We're just showing that we're out there, and we have a voice for them, not just them, for our own. Because I think half, or almost half of us Dragoons have a disability of some sort, and this is the one we picked to raise money for.
I think what you mean by don't really care is any money we raise for them is good. And personally, I had set a goal for myself of $200, and we've already beaten that. And I am immensely impressed by this community by beating that, because I didn't think anybody other than us would donate. And for those of you that have donated, thank you very much. We'll see how far it goes.
Yeah, we really thank you, because, like I said, we have that little person that plays with us, and it's awesome. Now, don't get me wrong, right? MechWarrior Living Legends online, even MechWarrior 5, you're going to have that odd cuss word or something. We tell everybody, we got to remember there could be little kids. My son was 5 when he started getting online and watching, hey, Dad went online and did this, and I'd be at work and he'd be online playing with my buddy, and my buddy would think it's me. We don't know if the young ones are out there, and it is frustrating, but it sure is a heck of a lot of fun. especially if you can get some father-son time, right?
Right.
Or
You
daughter,
know,
father-daughter, mother-daughter.
yeah. One of my fondest memories is playing Halo with my dad. So I imagine, it's pretty momentous for you and Kaz.
And how old's your dad?
Old.
And he played Halo with you.
Yeah. He wasn't very good, but he tried.
And that's what it's about, right? Trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I don't know. So that's our exciting part is the charity, and we're sticking to that goal. We're going to try. We're going to spread it everywhere, spread the news as much as we can. And then, like we said, on the 24th, we are going to have, we call it Fight Fest, but we're going to, what are we going to call it? The first 1 year anniversary this time?
Yeah, we'll call it the 1 year anniversary. Give it a non-mamey name because we do want to be serious about this. But I'm hoping to have another Fight Fest where everybody can come out and have fun, just like the 1 year. And we'll see when that happens. Thinking maybe over the summertime. We'll see when everybody wants it.
I'd like to do a Fight Fest almost every month. But you know what I mean? It's hard. We all have lives. We all have jobs, things going on. And it's not the easiest thing. But do you remember Friday nights when it was just 4 Dragoons?
Yeah, yeah. I remember just the four of us, you, me, Leaf, Viscarian, play, and it was awesome. And then we got Zorg, and it was even better. And we got the next person, and the next person, and the next person.
But you remember how we were not coordinated, not very good. So when we started the Dragoons, when we got up to, I think we got up to about 8 people, we started holding practices to learn how to work together.
Right.
And
Right.
Kaze and Liko, and who was it, Direwolf, they would watch us play against a bunch of non-Dragoons. So it'd be like, some of the not Star Adders, well, Smoke Jaguars, SJs, 12 VRs, and then we would play them, and then the Liko and Kaze would come and tell us what we did, and then they'd give us like a senior guy, like Proxima on our team, and he would, help us, and we got so much better. Now all of a sudden, we're kind of a force to reckon with.
Yeah, the other night we were playing the map Flagington. I think there was 4 of us on or something, and we were up a couple players or something, and the enemy team complained about having to be up against the down against the Dragoons because they didn't think they could win. And it turned out to be somebody did switch over before the Dragoons could, which was nice of them. And it ended up being a very, very close match, and it was nice because the other team had a lot of, of the better players on it. So other side, and it was a real fun game too.
You know what? I wish I was there. Like I say all the time, life happens. Life first. People, these are games. They're all fun and everything, but don't let it run your life. You still got to live outside. You got your job. I always told my son, listen, play games as much as you want, but don't ever miss your work to go play a game, because you gotta.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be a support, right? We go to work. We may not like work. Some like, some don't. But that money pays for your habits. And gaming is a habit, and it's a good, fun habit. Keeps you off the street, keeps you out of here. What's the saying, if you buy a snow machine or you buy a motorbike, you'll never get into drugs because you can't afford it. Same thing here.
Yeah. Like, don't do crack, do 40K instead, right?
Yeah, 40K. Yeah, and now we're crossing the line here. 40K and Catalyst, right? 2 different companies. I like them both.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I should have pushed BattleTech in that case.
No, no,
But
no.
everybody knows that 40K is such an expensive hobby. You know,
It
so
is.
yeah, it is an expensive hobby. Like I know I've got a bookcase full of miniatures. Imagine probably most people that play it do have the same thing.
I find up until the BattleTech release of what did they call it? The what was their promotion they just had last year?
Was it the Wolves and
Starter?
Moons?
No, starter pack. What do they call that? Jumpstart? The Catalyst
Oh,
Jumpstart for all the new minis.
yeah, yeah.
Up
Um,
up until then, I would have to say that 40K had some awesome sculpting of their miniatures. The big ones. I've never seen a Titan in real life. Um, they're huge. They're awesome. I've seen some of the bigger ones at our local hobby store. Um, you know what I mean? And then Catalyst come out for the BattleTech and with that remodeling of all their lineup, the clans. It looks good. They're good. They look really good. I think they nailed it, to bring their level of sculpting up there really good. What do you think?
oh yeah, definitely. I imagine that's probably because they're using computer aided design now, which seems to be the way a lot of places are going. And you could do a lot of things with plastic now you can't do way back in the day, you know. And they've got even better quality molds now and than the old pewters, right?
Well, you're an old role playing guy, right?
Correct.
So, did you have miniatures when you were young?
Oh yeah, I've got a couple cases for just D&D alone.
Now, are yours the true lead or the pewter?
Well, most of my miniatures are from when they're the pewter Reaper miniatures. So I'm not too sure what the metal is, but I would assume it's some sort of lead pewter mix.
Because when I was little, as far as I know, and don't quote, I don't want anybody to quote me because I'm no expert on this. Well, not little, but when I was 12 and getting into playing, and then I wanted to paint, they were heavy lead based miniatures. And a lot of the sculpting and the pouring of them, you had to recarve a lot of the out of the joints and stuff. Some of them were really good, and I had like the Forgotten Realms box set, and you had to carve all those stuff out. You still do it with the plastic, but it's a lot easier with the plastic on some of them because nothing's perfect. But then when I probably 93 and 4, they started using pewter, more of a pewter base, and it was a little lighter. Um, it was okay, but these new um, printing things they do, I don't know. Do they inject them? Are they 3D printed through Catalyst? Are they molds?
I would assume that they're using injection molding. I'm not certain because I'm not at their warehouse, but that seems to be the way the winds are going now. Um,
Yeah.
A lot of people on Etsy that do like, they'll 3D print their Warhammer replacements and sell them and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's true too.
Yeah,
Well,
much smaller scale, but
I've seen the 3D printing stuff where they print like not the actual little minis, but they go bigger and they have all the interchangeable, like the clans, the omnipods, where you can just tack on all the different weapons that go on the Mad Cat or the Marauder. You know what I mean? Like they just take the omnipod. I got that right. I'm saying it right. Omnipod there to
Correct.
the inner sphere. Uh,
It's not like Bachal and Bachal.
yeah, yeah, we're not going to go there on that one. Bachal. Um, as a matter of fact, Kaz, you're huge Warhammer 40K uh, historian, I guess you'd say, because you're the guy I ask a lot of
Whoa.
questions to. You and my son, you seem to have that good grasp on everything.
You know, it's funny. I had a friend a long time ago, kind of like before I met you guys, who got me into it. Ever since then, it's been a big part of me.
It's awesome. Do you have any miniatures or?
I do. I don't paint nearly as much as I read the books, but I got a little Thousand Suns force over here, half done, as those tend to be.
Yeah, and we've had discussions because I always ask, do you think the Emperor's going to come back and all this stuff? Because I am a Warhammer 40,000K fan too as well. I don't have as many miniatures like that, especially, who paints all their miniatures anyways. Um, but
Gotta buy new ones first.
yeah, yeah, exciting, right? You can see the new ones, you got to have it. And I do like them. I love the books. Uh, as for anybody that doesn't know, I'm dyslexic, so my reading capability is not there. My writing capability is definitely not there. But the audiobooks of nowadays really help me out. I can listen to them while I'm working. It gets me where I need to be in the information world on that. Um, I'm hoping that some of the BattleTech books get put on audio. Some of the ones that aren't, that are older, because I'd like to get more into it. I was more of a player rather than a historical guy. Everything had to be correct. You know, when you guys when you play a role playing game, I don't think Kaz has ever really played a role playing game. Have you?
Nope.
That'll change because eventually we're probably going to branch that way as well. But still, when you were young and you were playing a role playing game, did you always try to keep, like if you were in Forgotten Realms, did you keep to the actual stuff that was happening in Forgotten Realms? Because it's really hard to play a mission and keep up with what they're doing in the books, right?
Oh, you mean did we keep with the continuity of the books?
Yeah, like in Forgotten Realms, they had the anti
Well,
magic phase.
yeah, yeah. Well, you're talking about the time of troubles. Well, that was really up to the DM, right? How they wanted to play their campaign. There was some DMs that wanted to play it, step by step, right? Because they wanted to reenact that. Then a lot of the DMs that I had wanted to tell new stories, after the current continuity, and so you'd get appearances by Dritz or somebody else, or you know, but it was you guys that were the new heroes, so I think those campaigns actually worked out better.
Yeah, they're fun. I was more of we created our own world, or if we were playing in the Forgotten Realms, because you could make the history go in a different direction and whatever it was. Um, Everybody says, I hate the clans, or I hate this, there's diehards, right? Clan only, Inner Sphere only, Space Marine only, uh, Tyranid only. I like the venture, the whole round of it. Uh, Other than that, anything else we need to bring up? Curiosity on things?
I think that's a good point to stop this first one. We touched on everything we wanted to and some other stuff. So unless you got the two of you have anything, let's wrap her up.
I do have the last thing. Caustic Kaz did a phenomenal job on our ribbon with our Wolf Dragoon symbol on it. Um,
Oh yeah, that's super sweet. Yeah, couldn't thank you enough, Kaz.
Cheers,
it,
gentlemen.
it is awesome. Just absolutely awesome. We couldn't ask for any more. It looks great. It all came out really, really good. Um, I mean, if we get the $10,000, I'll get the tattoo, but I know we're not going to make it there. I shouldn't say that. Who knows? Maybe
He
some big
knows we're not
celebrity
gonna make
will. Hey, some big celebrity. You know what? He's getting the tattoo. Steel, you're getting the tattoo.
Well, if we do make it to 10,000, I'll get the tattoo with you, Pride.
Yeah. It's just inside challenge, I guess, or joke. But yeah, phenomenal. I have to say, phenomenal. Looks great, and we're just going to keep promoting. We going to do this podcast more often, or?
No, I'd like to. Um, you know, Maybe next time we can focus on 40K or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we ventured out. It's been awesome. We've went from what Lico said, make it a place everybody wants to hang out. We play everything now, all different games, whatever somebody's interested, we'll give it a try. Foxhole, I think, might be next. For me, I don't know. I wish. I keep forgetting the name of it, but the BattleTech game for the computer. I play it a lot. The Rabbit
HSB.
one. Yeah.
HSB BattleTech, yeah.
Yeah. When are they going to make it so it's a big multi thing? So, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can have a team of 5 mechs, each individual player playing 5 other players. I heard.
I would assume that's probably in the Rogue Tech mod, if I had to guess.
I heard you can go online and do it, but I have people say it's not up to snuff. But I gotta give it a try.
Yeah. We'll have to see what we can do.
Yeah. So other than that, as well as we got to mention Sancho Escobar, our guy who put the GoFundMe page up for us, because we might as well mention that because me and you are Canadian, we couldn't do the GoFundMe page for an American charity. It only wanted us to do Canadian charities, so Sancho, the other admin, did it for us, and we thank him so much for that. And it's looking great. I mean, I like it. You?
Yeah. Thanks very much, Sanch. It was very nice of you to do that, and couldn't thank you enough.
Any final words for yourself?
No, I think I'm good. You know what? We can talk about other stuff in the next podcast, right?
Yeah. I'm excited. We're new at it. I apologize. I talk a lot. I want Steel to talk more.
You talk a lot? No.
Oh, it happens.
Definitely can't be having that on a podcast.
Yeah. No.
No. Well, again, thanks. You know what, Kaz? We were just talking about this before we started. We said we're going to do this in active duty. If anybody shows up, we're just going to let them know that it's going right now, and see what happens. And we're so glad you showed up. At first, you're like, like the kid walking through the movie camera, going, "Am I on TV?" But thank you very much. So awesome to have you on here. Okay, so I'm Northern Pryde, and this is Steel, and a guest, Caustic Kaz, another admin, showed up. We want to thank everybody for listening. Please donate to the cause for the Organization of Autism Research, and we're hoping to see you next time. Please let us know if we can do anything better. Bye for now. I'm Northern Pryde.
I'm Steel XL, and keep on Wing.
Thank you very much.
Never fight alone, my dudes.